Hey everybody, it's Maria. Welcome back to my channel. So this came in the mail today and I had to refrain from opening it because I know what's inside. It's a solid wood instrument. And we had like 38 degrees in New York today and it was like 50 yesterday. It's crazy temperature. And there's such extremes, and that's where you have to be really careful with anything made of wood, an instrument made of wood that's solid. When it's laminate, they still can crack, but it's a little harder for it to crack. So, without further ado, Aklot sent me this concert solid Acacia ukulele and asked me to unbox it. So, I am unboxing it for you today. Here we go. Okay, double box, always good for extra protection. Another thicker box that came in, which is nice to see. So it protects the instrument. And if I'm not mistaken, it comes with a case too, which is so awesome. Okay. Welcome there. All right, Bailey, my dog is like, what? All right, so I like this backpack. You know me from watching my channel. You know I love the backpack straps. So this has got a little padding and then a thinner strap that you could adjust. So that's really nice because you could take it wherever you want. You could take it on long walks, you know. So that's really, for me, a plus right away. I'm not really going to review it. I'm just going to give you all the details. If I can refrain from, you know, saying anything. But I mean, I probably will say, if I see something crazy, you know I'm going to say something. But it's supposed to be just an unboxing, so let me just stop talking. There's a bunch of goodies, and I'll just tell you what they are. A tuner, a strap, and a humidifier. I've never gotten a humidifier with a ukulele or any instrument before. So that's actually really cool because a solid wooden instrument is going to need to have humidity when you have the heat blasting, especially in these dry winter months. And I have forced air heat, which is really drying. So this is very important. It's got Aklot on the front. I noticed this is like the upgraded bag that I've seen on a few of their newer instruments that I've gotten or that I've seen on YouTube. It's a gray color, but it also feels much thicker than the original bags they used to use and that I still have. Okay, so you have your pocket here. Okay, it says Aklot, and it looks embroidered, but I can't tell because it's actually got padding. My late mother used to say you could tell if something's really embroidered and not a patch if the threads go through the other side. But this actually has a padding, so that's actually good. So I don't really know. But it does look embroidered. It does look like it's sewn and not just a application, you know, a sticker. Okay. Now, if you know Aklot, you know they make really nice instruments, but they're usually, they're solid, but they're usually, matte finish. They're not usually glossy. So if I'm not mistaken, I think this is supposed to be glossy. So that will be pretty exciting. Ooh. Yeah, it's glossy. And it actually has Aklot, and it looks like, I don't know if it is, because it doesn't say it in the specifications, but it almost looks like it's a mother of pearl inlay. Now that could be some kind of other material, but it's very pretty. It catches the light. I'll try to come up closer to the video after, or at least show pictures. Okay, it's got black closed geared tuners, which according to the specifications, it said the tuners were made in the United States, which is pretty interesting. And they said they're very smooth. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Acacia is a form of koa, or it's from the same type of wood as koa, but it's a little more readily available. Wow. It's shiny, but it's not overly shiny where, I mean, it doesn't look like my fingerprints are going to mark it. But of course I have those cloths that I will use. Okay, do notice something that's a bummer. And they put a sticker on the inside that says Aklot, and it's coming off. So, Aklot, if you're watching, make sure that they use some, better glue for the sticker, or maybe use some other kind of material, because it's coming off. I'll show you that after. I mean, that's minor. That doesn't affect the sound. And it's a sandalwood is the fingerboard. Okay, it's called sandalwood. I've never heard of that. So it's pretty. It's actually a pretty color. It kind of blends in with the koa, which is interesting. And it's got the black binding along the neck. Okay, and everything else is solid acacia wood, which is very pretty. And this is different than their normal bird bridge. That's very interesting. The saddle and the nut are supposed to be made of bull bone. That's what it says in the specifications. And this is exciting for me. They're using fluorocarbon strings, not those thick kind of Aquila strings that are very thick. Nyla Gut, I guess they're called. The Aquila is the brand, but they make most of these. Nyla Gut, I guess that was the string of choice back, when I first started. I think it was 2010 or 11. But now it seems that this fluorocarbon is the string of choice, and I personally do really enjoy the fluorocarbon. I like the way they feel on my fingers. I have arthritis, so they're much easier to fret than the Nyla Gut. I'm looking at the action, and it's really pretty good. I haven't played it yet, so hopefully it's not going to buzz. There is no truss rod, which is not uncommon. Some ukuleles have truss rods, but this particular one doesn't. But like I said, many ukuleles that I own, especially the smaller ones, don't have truss rods. But if they're set up correctly and the neck is not warped, you really shouldn't have to worry too much about it. It's got the markers on the 5th, the 7th, the 10th, and the 12th fret. And I'm going to come up a little closer to you. I'm going to have to tune it, obviously. I'm sure it's had a tune. And they give you the strap buttons. And I always point that out because they cost me $10 a button if you have it done at a Guitar Center. Any kind of, guitar or, place that you go. At least that's what I've been charged. I'm trying to see if it says anything on here. Their address is Main Street, California, so they have a place in California. It says brand new, beginner to professional is the level to use this, and they have an email, and they have their website, which is www.aklot.com, and it says born for music, live for music. Lord knows I love music, so that's quite fitting. And yeah, so let me see. You want that. Remember I said that in other videos. So I'm going to tune it. I will just demonstrate real quick, because how could I not? And then there'll be another video or two where I'm going to be playing some songs using this beautiful instrument. Okay, so I've tuned this baby up. Very easy to tune. It just very smooth, and it went up to the pitch really well. So I think this is going to be a breeze to keep this ukulele in tune. So I'm just going to do a little quick demo so you can hear it at least. And by the way, this is a very cool thing, this humidifier. You just fill it up through this little hole here, and you literally stick it in the sound hole like this. And I don't want to push it in, but you can go a little further in, and you put it in the case. Oh, and when it's dry, you just do it again during the winter months, or during these dry months, I should say. Okay. Just start with some finger picking off the top of my head. Don't even know what I'm doing, just so you can hear it. the fretboard, it's nice and... Oh, let's do the intonation. Well, it's probably out of tune already. Oh, this is a review. See, I'm doing a review. Well, it's like a demo / review. Let me just see how quickly it's going back in tune. Look at that. That's amazing. The A string was the only one. Wow. So the intonation is, if you can hear the strings, G, C, E, A, they should sound the same all the way up the fretboard. They should go in increments of a half a step and not be like too sharp or too flat. And so if I do the G and I do the 12th fret, perfect. C, C, E, E, A, A. And wow, you could probably see it. It was turning green. So that's really good. I mean, that's very accurate. And sometimes even if it's, I don't know what the percentage point is, but even if it's a tiny bit sharp or a tiny bit flat, within reason, it's usually considered in tune. So that's really good. So let's see, I did the finger picking. How about some strummy stuff? Love these fluorocarbon strings. They're really so much better. I've changed a lot of my ukuleles that came with the nyla gut to fluorocarbon because it just changes the whole feeling of playing it. I mean, if you don't have any pain when you're playing it, you're going to want to keep playing it. And for me, you know, the thinner the string, or I don't know if it's thinner, it's just it is a little thinner looking, but whatever this material fluorocarbon is, it seems to just do well by me. So there you go. So bar chords. I like it. The only thing I could find wrong with it was that the sticker is coming loose. And you know what? That's not really a bad thing. I mean, if that's the worst thing, it's not a bad thing. So, what can I say? I'm really appreciative of this, and I'll take good care of it. Thank you so much, Aklot. Have a great day, everybody. You can see her. Yeah, that's you. Hell yeah. She's so cute. She's always by my side. My fake TV fireplace. I always wanted a real fireplace, but maybe someday. Okay, but it does feel like it keeps me warm, and it even has the crackling. Okay, so I'm gonna come here, and I'm gonna try to get close enough without making it blurry. Okay, that's pretty good. You can see it's shiny. See the color of the fretboard is actually pretty nice. I like that. You wouldn't think you would want one to blend in, because sometimes I've gotten ukuleles where it's a lighter color in the wood of the body, and then the fretboard is like rich light or ebony or something. But this actually works. And I've also gotten ukuleles where the fretboard is walnut, which is really light. A very nice grain, book matched, see? Smooth, oh, I didn't mention that, but it goes without saying, there's not a sharp edge. And again, it's tough around here in these parts where it's so cold. Oh, that's beautiful. Their first shiny ukulele, and I have one. That's exciting. Very pretty grain. And I do enjoy when the fretboard has some differences in color, like I see a little color variation here, because it's wood, you know, and wood has variations. you know, no two pieces of wood is going to be the same. Look at even the variation on the headstock. That's really nice. All right. Well, thank you for watching. And as always, I would love it if you would become a subscriber, if you can like my videos, because I know YouTube has some funny algorithms, and the more successful you are, the more successful you'll be. How about that? Okay, Belle. She's like, there's a ukulele case near my bed. Everything's moved because that chair is not usually there. I know. I'm going to stop and pay some attention to you. All right, everybody, have a great night. Bye. Stay safe. And thank you, Aklot.